New managing moderators. Oh, fuck off. Sorry, we're live.
Are we live right now?
No.
Close. We're live.
Okay.
We're live.
We're going to give it just a second. Yeah.
We're watching ourselves on a delay.
Yeah. It's going to be on. Oh, that's right. It's on a delay.
There's comments already, guys.
All right. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Fab Automotive Detailing channel. I've got tons of influencers here. We're all at the DIY Detail Studio in Omaha, Nebraska, and I thought it'd be really cool to bring everybody in on a live stream so you guys have a chance to actually ask questions to all of us at the same time. Now, if you have a specific question for a specific person, put their name at the very beginning of your question first. That way we know. But first,
before, does everybody hear us? Can you
yes,
hear
that's
us?
what I was getting ready to say.
Can you see us?
Yep. We need to know if the audio sounds good and if the video is good. Please let us know in the chats right now.
Yes.
Zeppelin says yes.
So everybody can see and hear.
And audio is good.
Because we're trying to set this up to make sure everybody has a good time there.
Yep, we're
Both
visually
good to
all
go.
right.
Okay, yeah.
Ready to rock and roll, guys.
So you guys can go ahead if you have any questions, detailing questions, you guys, not personal questions, detailing questions about maybe why are we here, that type of stuff, or if you have specific questions for a certain detailer. That's basically why we wanted to do this live stream, is put everybody on here.
So to give you context, by the way, well, first of all, we have Rick from Rad Garage.
Hey, everybody.
That's right.
Good to see you.
Pan the organizer. Hi, everyone.
Brian with Fab Automotive Detailing, obviously you're on my channel. And then we have Mike with Cars with Keeve.
Yep.
And then Ivan from DIY Detail.
Good evening.
We're here at the DIY Detail Studio in Omaha, so in the United States. So we're in the
Yes.
shop.
Keith Firebird wants to know if you've learned how to wash a car.
With Rinseless.
It says right here.
Is Keith asking that?
Did Rick finally learn how to wash a car?
Okay, so thank you for the question, Keith, and everyone. I know how to use Rinseless. I get it. What I was hoping Ivan could do, and I won't be able to tell you yet, was he able to convince me that it is as satisfying as the way I'm used to? Well, unfortunately, you'll have to wait until my video comes out. But I respect the Rinseless, and I get why people enjoy it. But, to each their own.
By the way, it's nice to see, like, everybody we're so used to seeing, and
Yeah.
you guys all support us.
Yep.
But I mean,
There's guys-
Humberto, Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
we got Keith Firebird there, we got Sylvie Robidoux that we see often, there's Tim McLaughlin, who else? Like, all these
HM
people that
Auto
are always
Detailing.
there. That's awesome,
Yeah.
guys.
Mary's always there in a lot
Yeah.
of comments.
We're already at 69 watching, so hopefully
Yeah.
we can bring that
Yeah,
way over
absolutely.
100. I'm sure people are going to tune in the next minutes.
And the super chats, they are on, and it's to be able to afford Pan to get a first class ticket home instead of go.
If not, I'm stuck in the
Yeah, yeah, he's stuck here. We're just
Yeah.
gonna take you home with us.
I love America, so
Yeah.
I'm okay if I can't go back
Checking
home.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what this question is. It says,
I'm-
with the current clear cut, what do you do when you have a limited number of paint corrections?
Clear coat, yeah.
With the is it
Well,
with
with
the
clear
current
coat,
clear
because
cut?
you
Clear
Clear
coat- clear coats
Clear
being
coat.
thinner and thinner.
Yeah,
Enhancements are the way to go.
yeah.
Corrections are a thing of the past.
So minimize the amount of clear coat you're actually removing. So the majority of people, not everybody's going to want a two-step paint correction, going for the whole 9 yards of cutting, polishing, because every time, don't forget, abrasives remove actually a thin layer of clear coat. You want to preserve as much of that as possible, because the majority of the UV blockers or inhibitors are on the top part of that clear coat. So the more that you preserve, the better. So again, to get a paint enhancement, you're still increasing gloss, which is, by the way, through paint correction, that's the easiest and best way to have a measurable increase in gloss, right? And you're
We
what's
got
going on?
$1.99 for a bus pass.
Okay. Oh wait, I see Jamie the cleaner right
Jamie
there.
the
Big
cleaner, what's up,
contributor.
man?
That's awesome.
Thank
On
you
the
for coming
choo-choo
on. I
train
appreciate
right
it,
there.
man, a lot.
But so yeah, the paint enhancements, one step is going to remove a lot of the swirls, the scratches, give a visual boost and pop and gloss, and you don't always have to do the full two-step. So,
Yeah.
and if you're a professional, it depends what the customer is paying
Absolutely.
for. Don't over-deliver if they're not paying for your time and money.
Yep.
Have that conversation with the customer, see what their needs are, and more importantly, what their budget is. So yeah, preserve as much of the clear coat as possible,
This
guys.
this question here will be for Ivan. Where did I see it? I saw, after quick beads, do you need a drying aid for subsequent washes and with Incredible Suds?
So every time you're washing with soap and water, the last thing you
Yeah.
need to do is a drying aid. It can be quick beads, it can be ceramic gloss, it can be C6 mist, or whatever your favorite drying aid is. You need a drying aid. Water by itself is not a drying aid, and more importantly, not a drying lubricant. It's the lubrication we're looking for. It's not the gloss. It's not anything else. It's lubrication.
Keith, they want to know if you brought your active pressure washer with you.
I have one shipped to wherever I go.
No, actually, we have a Cransler here, so he's safe.
Pan.
So from Ivan K, right?
Yep. Why do you wear no DIY detail shirt?
Well, I didn't have one coming in,
Ouch.
but I also like to represent the brand a little bit. So we got to support the Pandy organizer too. Why not, right?
Because no one's heard of it,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
it's good to
I'm
see
trying,
a shirt
I'm
once.
trying to
Yeah.
get my name out there, guys.
Yeah, the Penny Organizer brand is not well known.
And early on, if you don't have to use a drying aid necessarily if you have spotless water. If you use spotless water, then you can use a leaf blower to do your drying method.
Correct. yeah.
So this one's for Ivan. Am I able to apply a sealant after I apply a cleaner polish?
Definitely. Yeah.
That was simple.
That's a quick question.
Yeah.
Quick
Yes
answer.
or no is a complete sentence.
For Rick, I don't know why it says faucet, but it.
That's my last name.
Oh, okay, I did not know that.
Yeah.
It would be difficult to do the reverse dripping with rinseless.
Okay, who was
I
that?
know-
We
saw-
were on him for that.
Uh,
all
I
First-
day
saw
long.
first to
nothing
Puerto
go
Rico.
upward.
Reverse drip. Hashtag
Yeah.
reverse drip.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to lie. The aesthetics of the detailing process is what attracts
yeah.
me to
Boom.
it in the first place and keeps me going. Rinseless is not as sexy on camera. Fact.
Oh, yeah.
So, but not everything I do turns out into a video on my channel. So I think adding more processes to my process.
Would it, okay, well,
Can't hurt.
let us know what you guys think. So if Rick did his artistic videos with rinseless wash, would that still be awesome? I don't know. You let us know.
That's a question. Thank you, Details of Me. She said
Christy,
because
yes.
this is some epic stuff right here. We appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All I know
Road.
is I never saw
Yes.
foam go up today.
Okay, so Zeppelin, another one for Ivan. The price of iron remover varies quite a bit across different brands. DIY Detail seems to be the most expensive when priced in gallons. Aren't they all doing the same thing?
Yes and no. They're all removing iron. How it does it is very differently. So cost per use and cost of the product are two very different things. Iron remover, the way we teach and the way ours is capable of working, you'll use less than 1 ounce per vehicle. So a gallon is giving you 128 vehicles, as opposed to other brands. How many ounces are you guys using when you're using an iron remover?
A lot.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing at least the lower rocker panels, in the hood, just spraying it all
I've
over.
used an entire 16-ounce bottle on a car before
Yeah.
when I was using different products.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I overuse products, but iron
No.
remover's the
Yeah.
one that I probably overuse the
Yeah.
most.
Ivan, can you use rinseless wash as a lubricant for your clay mitt?
Yes.
Okay. Here's one right here. I just started into detailing and I watch all of you guys. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
Yep.
Ivan, I just started my rinseless wash with Absolute and it's awesome. Just wanted to say thus far, thank you for you guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Excellent.
Another good one here. Keeve, do you think the Ego cordless pressure washer will come down in price 2
In 2 years
or
or
so?
so.
From David Boyce.
I think it will because the price of the batteries that come with them will get cheaper. They may ship more. I got a feeling they're going to come out with a couple of different kinds of models.
Yeah.
I think they actually may have come out with a commercial pressure washer as well.
Yeah.
Tim McLaughlin is saying nobody does better videos than Rick in all capital.
I do different types of videos, right? Like this has been so educational this week.
Yeah.
This weekend, you guys have given me so much. I'll probably forget more than I. And you're such an educator. I'm more in the entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I get the camera.
He's the Martin Scorsese of detailing.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
I don't hate that.
Ivan.
I love his movies.
Yeah.
C6 Hydrolite or 8-year on wheels?
Ooh, I would go with Hydrolite.
Why is that?
More hydrophobics. More hydrophobics means better self-cleaning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you do the reverse rinseless drip from the sponge, Rick?
I'll try.
He's been trying.
He can. We have faith in Rick.
I think we have more gravity
So
in
from
this building because
Ivan,
it hasn't
Ivan,
happened yet.
this one is for you. So from Zeppelin 481, the price of iron removers varies quite a
We've
bit
already done that one.
across different. Okay, we did
Yep,
that.
yep, yep. So the next one would be, will DIY come out with a high pH and a low pH system like Labo 3 pH systems? So will you not need the clay and iron?
No, we won't, and you'll still need the clay and iron because the high pH and low pH is not removing iron
No,
contamination.
that's not what it's designed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it designed to do?
To sell you more product, honestly.
Because I just used it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
it's
felt like I was doing my best to get the paint
All
cleaner
these questions
than
are
just
for Ivan.
a
Yeah.
traditional soap. Is it
Detailers
actually-
Makes
overthink
sense.
it. It's the contact wash that's doing the work.
Yeah.
The foaming with a lot of different foams is a lot of fun, as you guys know. But in reality, yes, you are taking a little bit off here and a little bit off there. But if you're not doing the contact wash, you're not really cleaning the car.
Yeah.
I just saw another one for Ivan. Can you give the basic differences between C6 mist and ceramic gloss?
C6 Mist is designed to last not long. It's designed as a spectacular drying aid and lubricant, whereas ceramic gloss is designed to last a long time, but still provide great drying lubrication. So
We're at
C6
the,
yeah.
sorry to interrupt, but we got 102 people.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
108. Yeah, it just keeps going up.
So
Yeah.
quorum has been met.
This is
Excellent.
I really appreciate what you guys do. I've learned.
Yep.
I've
We're
learned.
alive, don't worry.
I've learned so much about Deans from basically all of our content. So thank you so much. We really appreciate
Yeah.
Clifford Hinton. We really appreciate that because shooting content is not as easy as picking a camera up and just turning it on.
No.
Everybody thinks it just should be that easy. It's not that easy.
No.
No.
And people don't understand it. That's probably shooting video is like
It is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I'll say it straight
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is the hardest thing to do YouTube videos.
but
hands
shooting
down.
the video is the easier part.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the editing and
Editing,
everything that
yeah.
follows.
Everything.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes it a
And
lot more
it's managing
difficult.
the whole thing, the comments, making sure that you're creating the community in your comments,
Yep.
and, all those things, and you're not
The
just replying with
descriptions,
just
the
little
titles, the
quick whips. You're
thumbnails,
trying to-
all that. Yeah.
See, Bent
Nickel.
Nickel. Yep, I have been slowly polishing a daily driver car over a few weeks in preparation for ceramic coating. Do I need to quickly repolish the entire car before coating or just full wash and panel prep?
If you're happy with the paint, full wash and panel.
Yep.
PLR, no.
Read it out.
Brian, how's
okay.
the
Are you
track-
planning on a new acidic car shampoo to compete with Car Pro Descale? No.
So Mary wants to know how my tractor washing is going. I don't do that very often, but I do them once or twice a month, and they're fine. They're big panels. It's not real meticulous like it is on cars, but it's going good.
Danny D says, "Go Power Panner and Rick."
Yeah.
He's a faithful subscriber. HM Auto Detailing, Fred Shramovich, all those guys. It's nice to see
Fred.
everyone
What's up, Fred?
coming
Yeah.
together to
Come on,
support the
Fred.
crew
Yeah,
there.
appreciate the super chat.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the name
Hippopotamus
is.
stew.
Hippopotamus stew.
Hippopotamus
Yeah,
Love
yeah, yeah.
hippopotamus stew.
Thank you, Pan and Ivan. You guys have done so much for me with your knowledge. Look forward to getting to know the other guys. I'm now a rinseless maniac. Clean everything with my Marilex sprayer. You were just talking about Marilex sprayers
Absolutely,
earlier,
yeah.
actually.
Now,
Yeah.
you skipped a question from Ivan K.
Okay.
What's the last detailing question that you guys got stumped on?
Huh?
What would be the last
That
one?
one.
Yeah.
Hey, thank
Oh,
you.
I have no idea. That'd be
Off-camera support.
because I actually drive around and sell detailing products, and when people ask me questions, if I don't know the answer, I don't make anything up.
Good.
So there's been times that I actually didn't have an answer for people, but I couldn't actually tell you what the question was at this point.
It's okay to not know the answer.
It
Oh,
is.
yeah.
It
Right?
is. Yeah.
Like, you
It's
know,
latest,
impossible to know everything.
yeah.
I would say the one I've been stumped on recently is say Incredible Suds versus Rinseless Wash. Is there a chance of one scratching more than the other? I couldn't tell you that because I haven't done the test on it, so you kind of get stumped on those.
It's
kind of things.
technique.
yeah, if you
It's
don't know
technique.
what you're doing, you can inflict damage
Yeah.
no matter what process you're
Yeah,
using, what
absolutely.
products you're
Yeah.
using.
Yeah.
It says, with our tropical weather here in the Philippines, there are certain brand polishes you cannot use. Does DIY detailed polish require specific threshold and temperatures?
No.
Easy answer.
Quick and easy.
This one for Keeve. I think I like this one here. Keeve, what's your favorite battery-powered sprayer currently? From Zeppelin.
Currently, well, if it's something that either I created or that you can buy, if I created it would be the IK Foam Pro 2 Plus with the Ventic inflator on it.
Okay.
Outside of that would be it's called the Chio Time air compressor style foamer. It's got a ton of different brand names out there, but it's that $30 one.
And we're not sure because you only mentioned sprayer, but were you talking sprayer for regular
Oh.
liquids or a foaming sprayer?
Yeah.
It's very different.
Yeah, if it's liquid sprayer, Solo 460. If you can still buy one, I prefer the older model over the newer
Okay.
260 model.
This man's understanding of equipment
Aye.
has been
Yeah.
astounding.
Oh yeah.
If you don't follow him, you'll be
What-
mesmerized.
What's
by
nice, I found like we have different channels
Yeah,
and different
yeah.
niches
A lot of
within the
lanes.
detailing realm, but nobody oversteps on anybody else's toes.
No.
Everybody has their place. Everybody has like something they specialize in. It's
Speaking
amazing.
of which, question for Rick.
Yep.
What software do you use for editing?
Oh God. It's very very specific program. Not many people have heard of it. It's called iMovie.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
God,
Amazing.
Yeah.
You can
You're
do
talented, my man.
Yeah. It's
It's amazing what he can do with iMovie.
It's definitely a junior program, but I've just
You've milked every single ounce out of it.
yeah.
That's good.
Do I know how to use it well? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the proof that
So-
even with free software, you can make amazing
Yeah, well,
content.
to me, honestly, it's what you put into a program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you put in, less than stellar footage,
I don't care what program you're using.
Garbage
Yeah.
in,
Yeah,
garbage
garbage
out.
in, garbage out.
I'll answer this question first, and then we'll kind of go around the table, and
Okay.
we'll do it quickly though, because we do have a lot of questions. How do you guys organize all your car chemicals by what category, etc.? All of my chemicals go by brand, so I have a specific shelf for certain brands. That's how I do all of mine. It's not, brake wheel and tire cleaners here, or waxes here, and sealants here, and coatings here. No, it's all by brand. Is how I do it. How do you do it, Rick?
I do a hybrid of that.
Okay.
I want, this is weird, this sounds shallow, but I wanted to grow up in a shopping mall. And so when I walk into my garage and I see things displayed in a brand, I love it.
Yeah.
But I don't want the polishes of that brand up there next to the other, the use of the product matters. So I've got polishes separate, all brands mixed up, but then I try to keep some of the brands together.
Okay.
But I definitely enjoy the visual aspect
absolutely.
of the display.
What about you, Pan?
For me, it's in the order of which I do the detailing steps. So for example, I'll start with my wheel and tire cleaners first, the shampoos for the rest of the vehicle. I'll do the chemical decontamination, the clay lubricants, then the polishes, so on and so forth.
So they're all
and then the
mixed
protection at the end. So
Like
yeah,
the
if I have
brands are all
like
mixed together?
all my wheels and tire cleaners
Okay,
are all
yeah.
together, and then all the shampoos are together, but I categorize according to the steps I need, so I'm efficient in which bottle I'm picking up, because I know the steps are always the same, right?
And the important thing is all the triggers need to face the same direction.
Oh, God.
No matter what you put on the
Yes.
shelf, they all need to face the same direction. Okay,
Yeah.
what about you?
Mine's kind of like your idea, but it's not by brand. It's by what it is. Like polishing goes on this shelf, and it's just
Yeah.
all a smorgasbord. And the
Yeah.
things I use the most are always at eye level or right at grab level. Things
Yeah.
I use least are at the bottom. I don't do things by brand or by this. Like all the car chemicals are on one shelf, polishing on one shelf, everything I need for.
Yeah.
And then I have a whole storage shelf for all my adapters and everything, and anything I need near the car is in the storage closest to me.
Do you have a certain way that you do anything, Ivan, or no?
I like to have everything on my cart ready to go. So, and the cart will vary depending on what job I'm doing.
Okay.
So I don't want to have an overwhelming amount of stuff in front of me.
And I apologize if we do miss some of your guys' questions. I do
We're
ask
trying
them
our best.
again. We're trying our best. But this one, Ivan, I'm gonna let you answer this one because I really don't know this much. I'm still confused on what's different between surfactants versus emulsifier rinseless washes.
Okay, they all emulsify. You're thinking surfactant or polymer rinseless washes. Polymers tend to clean the bucket really well, whereas surfactants tend to clean the sponge really well. That's the biggest difference.
That's the biggest. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, we're at already 125 people.
Great,
That's awesome.
great to see the Canadian representation. I now do mainly a hybrid rinseless now, foam rinse, then rinseless for contact wash. That's from
Excellent.
Steve Clark. Yeah.
Yep.
Supporting from Toronto is the next comment after that. No, that's not ideal. Can a coating be applied on top of another one?
Yep, light polishing, and you're good to go.
Okay.
You want to abrade the surface, right? On
Yep.
top to prepare the surface for the. So Ivan said it well. You don't want to apply a coating on top of another one without preparing the surface. They're just going to reject each other eventually. That's the role of a coating.
Yeah.
So why would you coat on top of a coating?
Your coating is dead, you're not happy with it, you're an enthusiast, you like trying different coatings.
So I take my coating right off before putting the new one on,
You
or
don't-
so I think with an aggressive polish.
You don't have to.
What?
Yes.
See, I keep learning.
This next one's for you, Rick, and I think
Yeah.
we all know the answer to this.
Yeah.
What's your trick to make such a thick foam out of your foam cannon?
Oh, just use a lot of.
That's exactly what I knew it was going to be.
So 3 ounces is, I believe, 87.25 milliliters. That's a nice number.
Yeah.
And we use the same product, Incredible Suds, and you use times one.
I have a feeling though, if I use 3 ounces and you use 3 ounces, I still get more foam, and I don't know how to explain it scientifically.
I asked
it's
Rick
a magical.
how he measures his foam in bottles, and he's like, I don't know, I just like
Yeah.
this for about 5
Glug.
minutes.
Glug,
Whatever
glug.
pours out of there, and he's good to go.
Yeah.
Glug, glug, glug.
Well, we were talking about a certain Bill Hamber foam. It was a 50-50 mix that
Yeah.
I ended up putting in there. That was some thick foam, but that was a pretty rich dilution.
Yeah.
So yeah, I overuse product.
So I got another question here, and Pan, you do a lot of coatings and stuff.
Yeah.
What is everyone's favorite coating for daily drivers that sit outside 24/7, 365 days a year?
For me, very simple. The C6 Ceramics Hydro Light.
I knew that was going to be the answer.
Yeah. That's my current favorite for DIY applications.
And why is that? Do you feel it's just got a like super hardness to it that's going to?
Everybody, first of all, wants something that is easy to apply. When we're talking DIY, we don't want to worry about spots, difficulty of application, conditions, weather, and
Yeah.
all that crap. I think now technology has advanced enough that we want something that's easy. 1 hour curing time. When you're done, if it rains in an hour, it doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about it. So it removes all the scary parts of coatings of like 5 years ago.
Okay.
Plus you get insane hydrophobic properties. You get that gloss, you get the slickness, everything that you want out of it. So
And the self-cleaning ability.
yeah, the self-clean, that's true.
Yeah.
The vehicle always looks clean. Well, the majority of coatings do that, but there's some even better, and that light is just, it's bananas.
I would like to answer Fred's question.
The F11 one?
Yes.
I knew it. I knew we were going to go there.
We knew that was coming, Fred.
We
so-
talked about that this morning.
Yeah, so we're prepared for you. No, he didn't share any F11, but he shared your F11 story.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Keeve, AR Blue 630 or Active 2.3, Weekend Warrior. I've watched the videos, but I'm still at a loss.
It's a tough decision. It's the noise.
That's
if
where you
the
go
noise
with
is ever a question, AR630 all day long.
That's what I have.
If you
and
have
I
a
love
20
it.
amp in the garage, you're good to go. You
Yeah.
could run
Yeah.
a 15 if you know which nozzle size to run. Some European pressure washers tend to be a little finicky with some American breakers, even on 15 amps, so you can still trip them. But AR630, just like, there's no question. Active 2.3 is nice if you mount it on a garage wall away from a bedroom. You're not in a townhome.
If you don't have any ears.
Yeah. It carries a long distance. It's pretty loud.
This one says, Ivan, you keep saying not too low pH cleaning products. Can you elaborate?
Again, it's really not necessary. The low pH, high pH systems are fun. They're not a necessity. Unless you do the contact wash, you're not going to get it clean anyways. So just having one soap that does a great job is all you really need.
So you think it's overhyped, the pH?
Yeah. pH, I was explaining it to Brian
Yeah.
today. He drinks something that has a lower pH than wheel acid. pH really doesn't determine cleaning. It's the surfactants, it's how active they are and how they work that determines cleaning.
Well, we'd have to cut him open to see just how clean he is inside. To
Yeah, well, you drink what, about 20 of these a day?
He's
So,
clean.
yeah.
Hippopotamus Stew says, my short-term life goal is to meet Rick and appear in one of his rad videos. Even as a background extra, just walking by outside is more than enough.
I just
I-
lived the dream.
I've had more than my share of visitors to my garage.
Yeah.
I've never said no. I've
No.
been trying to get all of you guys to come,
Yeah.
especially this guy.
That would be nice, for
Yeah.
sure.
You live
We
too
all-
far
it almost
away.
happened.
Yeah, you live too far away.
Let's see, Ivan, the cordless palm sander has been instrumental in applying liquid sealants, polishes, and liquid waxes, saves time, and a precursor to using a rotary machine for me. That's
Thanks,
not really
Dave.
a question, but yeah.
Yeah.
We have somebody from Quebec here, Archieagle,
Yeah.
Salut la gang,
Bonjour.
Salut. All French-speaking people out there.
Yeah.
I will say,
Oh, crap.
where I'm in Atlanta, we don't talk to a lot of Canadian people.
Yeah.
And you guys are great.
Aw,
Like,
Oh,
the
thank you.
stereotypes, and I've learned so much. I asked you a lot of cultural questions to kind of learn more. And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys,
We're friends for
Talk
life.
to me
though.
so
much.
When,
Yeah,
we, when we meet people, especially guys like you,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
a friend for life.
like
man.
I told you, most of my education on Canadians is like South Park and stuff like
Oh,
that.
Very
God.
Italian accurate.
Yeah.
So how much time do you recommend till you can ceramic coat with DIY products after paint clear coat job? Usually 90 days is the given, right?
Yes and no.
30 days off gas.
Yeah, if it was baked, you can actually apply it in the paint booth.
Yeah.
A lot of body shops do not update their information. They're getting new products in, they're getting new clear coats, all that. If they were to actually read the manufacturer's instructions, if they've baked it, they can do whatever they want the next day.
Yeah, but most professional body shop people or paint experts will say wait 2 months on a freshly repainted vehicle.
Yeah.
That's not baked, because from the manufacturer, when you get it from the dealership delivered to you, those are already pre-baked at the factory.
Yeah.
But when you're having something freshly repainted, the paint needs to finish off its gassing out phase, and that takes anywhere, depending on which sources you're reading, 1 to 3 months. So if you want to be really safe, wait 3 months. Don't apply any protection, no wax, no sealant, no ceramic coating. Let the paint cure, fully gas out, and then you can apply your protection.
And actually, another tip, ask your painter what clear coat they used. Then you can go to that manufacturer's website and get the actual recommendations from the manufacturer of the product that was used.
Good point.
Washing it would be no problem.
They wash it, they polish it, they sand it
Yeah, yeah.
right out of the booth.
Yeah.
Would the thickness or the amount of clear coats matter
No.
on the off gas?
But in that 2 months, your car's going to get dirty.
Yep.
No
Wash
problem
it.
going to the.
Yeah.
Just be
Yeah, be careful.
do a good.
So
wash.
this next one right here, I will say, just from us being here this weekend, we actually all have different views of how we detail. We
Yeah.
all detail different, but we all come to the same end result, which is what matters more than anything. But this guy says, he's asked us a couple times, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Okay.
What do the other around the table think about higher and lower pH soaps for either the first foam or bucket wash? I know Ivan says it's not needed, but curious what others think. I like to use a higher alkaline as a strip wash. That's me personally. That doesn't mean he says it's bad for me to use that. That's just how I do it. And how do you guys do it?
So I actually like high pH and acidic soaps for different reasons. You still always need the contact wash. If you want 100% clean, there's no way around it. We're getting close to touchless, but not 100% yet. So I like the high alkaline pre-snow foam just to start kind of loosening, emulsifying the greasy stuff, the road film, and then I'll move to the bucket wash once that is done. So the majority of that grimy and traffic foam has ideally been removed during the pre-wash snow foam, but then when you're doing the bucket wash with the acidic, and that you wouldn't do that every week, by the way, it's not needed. pH neutral is all you need, but the acidic will remove your water spots and of course the mineral deposit removal, meaning all the minerals that accumulate on the surface. So that can help in certain situations, and certainly I like to do that at least a few times a year, especially after winter, kind of do that decon step. But yes, you always still have to make sure that you follow up with a proper contact wash, because that's the only way you're going to get the surface 100% clean.
And we have 140. We just had 141 people viewing, but 0 likes according to this. So
What
if
do
you
you-
guys wouldn't mind hitting likes, I'd
Might
appreciate
What
not
do
it.
you guys
be
think of high pH?
For me, it's different because I'm an enthusiast detailer and my cars are usually always already clean.
Yeah.
So I don't need a complicated wash setup, and the cars are coated, maintained, and so just I use incredible suds.
Do you use a high pH or a low?
So I'm probably the opposite of you.
And I use
My car takes
APC
a
if I need
beating.
area.
And so I
Depends
really
which conditions you're in.
Yeah, and I really
Yeah.
enjoyed playing around with this pH scale. It hadn't been something that I had really put much thought into. I would grab a soap. I like the colors.
Yeah.
I like the way it works.
Yeah.
But now I'm all like, I'm in my chemistry. I'm gonna neutralize. Like, it's just fun.
It's
for
fun.
me.
Yeah.
It's like you say all the time. It should be fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm having fun with the pH. I
Yeah.
just did a video using Labo Cosmetica's pH 3. I felt
yeah.
really, this is neat, you know. And you helped me when I had some clogging with my
Yep.
previous coating, and you were saying hit it with the alkaline,
Yeah.
follow up with the acid, and I was like, oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
You know, like,
And
it's fun.
If I
I
may
think
make,
it
if I may make a suggestion, we're
Yeah.
getting really behind, so let's try to keep our answers a little shorter.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
talking to me, I understand.
No. So the next one was Samuel Valquez for Keith. Are you going to be doing a pressure washer competition video in the upcoming months?
I kind of don't have anything that's new out right now. I'm trying to search to find something that's new and innovative that's not the same old thing. I just really haven't found anything
That's a
yet.
while ago.
There it is. Nope, there it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to. So we do miss you. Just ask the question
Yeah.
again. There was one for Pan just a second ago. It said, Pan, how many hours of detailing do you have in the Porsche?
In what?
I guess I don't know. It just that's
Oh.
that's the question.
How much the initial detail took? Like, you got to be more specific with your questions. Like, overall accumulated over time with the washes and all that, or just the initial prep, detail, ceramic coating, all that.
Ivan, which coating is the best, C6 Hydro or the DIY stack?
Depends on what you want. C6 Hydro Daily Driver Stack, I would say, is great for someone that wants the warmth of the wax.
Okay. Keeve, will you do a breakdown on the best interior detailing vacuum cleaners like you do for pressure washers?
that would be a good one.
Interiors?
I hate
You don't, have,
I might
you
have
don't
to.
actually have to do an interior, you just have to test vacuum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to. But the thing is like, do you go after the industrial ones that hang that may have been on a reel, or do you go for the shop vacs?
Things that people will probably.
I would
Yeah.
do a shop vac
Do a little
competition.
bit of
That
everything.
would be really good.
Yeah.
Because you would come up with actually tests that work
Yeah.
and are quantifiable.
I've never found a vacuum.
So this is interesting. So we'll try to keep these answers short if we
Yeah.
can. But somebody asked, name one thing that you guys do not like about detailing. Rick, we'll just start.
Exhaust tips.
Yeah, they can suck. Yeah.
Some can,
Yeah.
especially Audis.
Yep.
And
Pan.
Answer. I'm so.
I hate interiors. I'll be
Oh.
honest with you. I hate doing interiors. That's my biggest thing.
I hate interiors, which I do very rarely. So what I really hate is doing wheels.
egos.
That's what I was going to say. It's negativity. I think that's uncalled for, unneeded.
Yeah.
And
I thought we were
the,
talking about our detailing.
The
Oh, I thought
detailing.
we were talking about
no,
our
well,
process.
it's not. Again,
I guess,
don't know if
yeah,
super
that's
clear,
true,
but I would say the negativity out there. Like, everybody should be able to do their things, support each other, and detailing should be like lifted up by everybody's positive contributions. There's a few rotten apples. We just don't need that.
And exhaust tips.
Yeah.
Exhaust tips.
BBS wheels.
I read the question wrong.
Oh, yeah. BBS wheels. Well, I'm in with Keeve on that
Oh.
one. Yeah.
I'm trying to read through these. really quick.
So Pan and Ivan, I've used Fuso Soft 99 for the first time 2 months ago.
Good.
Would it be improper to apply another coat before 12 months? In this case, it's just a regular paste sealant, right? So you can apply as often as you wish, but if the hydrophobics are still there, you don't need to reapply another layer. Perhaps just use a small topper, spray form, quick detailer style to boost gloss and slickness when you're done washing your vehicle. If you're towel drying, it can act as a drying lubricant. But if the hydrophobics are there, you don't see any signs of weakening, there's no need to reapply.
Humberto has asked this many times throughout the thing. I've seen it. For artillery fungus, very simple. Peanut oil, let it sit for an hour, pressure wash it off, you're good to go.
Okay.
What's the best? This one says Ivan and Pam, but best way to remove undercoating overspray on paint. Preparing my strategy. My appointment is at the end of the month. You probably don't deal with that too much, do you?
We do.
Best
Undercoating.
way to remove
Yeah.
undercoating overspray.
No, I don't deal with that.
If you're going there and you're doing it in the fall, leave it on your paint as long as you can. Then from there, use something like All Clean to remove the majority of it. Do a contact wash. It's just oil. It's not that big of a deal.
So PLR asks Pan, is it true you cannot polish PPF? That is not true.
No,
It's
you can
practically
polish
like
PPF.
paintwork, so just be more careful, obviously. But you can use iron removers. You can even clay PPF if you have those synthetic decontamination towels. You can polish PPF. You can coat PPF. See it like clear coat. Just be more careful. Don't work in direct sunlight. Don't try and use common sense. But it's fine to polish PPF.
The same thing on vinyl wrap. You can polish vinyl wrap.
Yeah,
as well.
all your
Certain
cars
kinds.
are wrapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Even
you
satin,
will-
as long as you do a light enough polish with a low enough throw,
Yeah.
you won't even gloss it up.
You won't have a great time working on some PPFs that have been on that car for a while.
Yeah, well,
you'll get frustrated,
yeah,
and
the
you'll
newer
think
PP
you're going to fix it.
The newer PPS don't do that.
But PPF
The
has
older ones,
come
they
a
yellow
long
up.
way.
Manufacturer
Yeah.
PPS will
Yeah.
yellow up on you. Yeah, that's totally different.
Ivan, what's your attitude of using DI water for the final rinse and not towel drying?
That's fine.
Yeah.
If
As
it's,
long as
if
you're
it's
not
DI
leaving
water.
minerals on the surface,
Yeah.
you're good.
So Rick Smith was more specific. So Pan, I meant how many hours in the initial detail from taking delivery to coating. So I did first day, all the prep wash. That was 2 hours and the decontamination. And then we had Ivan and Sylvie come in. So how much hours? Maybe
3 or 4.
3 or 4. So that's the entire polishing and coating process. So maybe altogether 6 hours. So one day on my own, one day there were 2. So 3 people together.
Yeah,
6
and that
hours.
was with filming. That slows
With
us
filming,
down
yeah, and a lot of
considerably, yeah.
discussions.
That would have
EC
taken you 2
Detail
minutes.
says, John, I use water and I pray over it.
Oh, EC details.
Yeah.
Eddie, what's up? Eddie.
So we're kind of caught up, so let's go back up here to see if there's anything that... Ivan, is C6 the glossiest coating?
C6 Diamond. the
C6
glossiest
Diamond is
coating.
glossiest.
In the do-it-yourself coatings, or the ones you can actually purchase without being a professional, the 5-3 stack.
Ivan, are you still working on a lower cost pad cleaner all-in-one system for hobby guys versus a bowl of Rinseless?
Yeah, these guys can answer that for you.
Are we allowed to?
Are we allowed to say it?
Well, yes, we're working on it. The prototype's right over there, but
Yeah,
we're not
you
gonna
can't show it to
yet.
you.
Yeah.
Cleaning interior carpeting is better to use an extractor or steam. Anyone on the panel will do.
Well, they do different things, right?
Yeah.
I use steam to loosen, break up,
Yep.
harden, especially salt.
Yeah.
Okay, it's still there.
Yeah.
Got to get it out.
Gotta get it
so
out
I'll
there.
use a shop vac
Yep.
sometimes. If I want to, I'll get the extractor. But they kind of work in conjunction with each other.
Yeah.
If it's an aggressive problem that
Right.
you're facing.
And the more moisture you put into an interior, the more moisture you need to remove.
Oh,
from
yeah.
the
Yeah.
interior.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It says,
I've heard some horror
when in the
stories.
process to use a leather conditioner with interior ceramic for leather older than 3 years old. Is it talking about your interior ceramic?
If they're talking about our interior ceramic, you don't want to use
Yeah,
a leather
yeah,
conditioner
that's what I
before it.
thought.
You want the ceramic bonding to the leather, to the substrate, then you use the conditioner that you want. Because our ceramic actually doesn't block the pores, it just lines them. So your conditioner is actually going to go through our ceramic.
What are your guys' opinions on hybrid washes?
Fun.
So
Rinse less
Yeah.
is what Ivan says.
So
That's-
is there one hybrid wash system, or
No.
are we talking
no,
like
he meant
just-
like
The more
Blending
popular
this with
one
that?
right now
I
is
think-
foam first,
Form
then
first
rinseless
and
wash.
rinseless
to finish.
wash, yeah.
yeah.
EC details, Eddie does a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like mixing it up. I do.
Yeah. I personally wouldn't use rinseless as a contact wash if I couldn't do the foam step before it.
Why did I
I
just
need the foam.
Why did I just try rinseless wash? I just started it last month where I should have started it using it years ago. I was the same way the first time I used rinseless. Like, why haven't I been using this?
So that's what's always got me is the
huge buy-in to that method over the traditional. Like, I don't see the, oh my gosh, what was I doing all these years? I'm not that epiphany.
No, the results are the same.
Yeah.
It's the time that you save.
Is it?
You're
Is
saving
that the
so
time?
much time.
Yeah, and you're not into saving time.
I'm into escaping real life.
Yeah, exactly. No, but seriously, for someone that
So all you're
wants,
doing is putting me back in the
Yeah.
classroom.
yeah, someone that wants to stay in the garage and have fun,
Yeah.
foam
That's
as
what I
much
said
as you
earlier.
want.
Yeah, okay.
We're-
Yeah.
I accept
Just
that.
touch
I
No,
respect
not
that.
touchscreen.
EC details. What are we using to clean leather? I use rinseless wash or interior clean and protect.
Rinseless wash most time, interior cleaner protect as well.
Geist leather cleaner, that's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, that Geist is
Yep.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ram is just a great guy too.
Yeah.
He's passionate about leather.
Yeah,
Pan,
no kidding.
Pan, what interior cleaner have you been enjoying recently?
Oof, so
Just
just a
interior.
dedicated interior,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
not quick detailer, so you're not adding any protection. I'd have to say PNS Express is still one of my favorites, but the Geon Quick Interior Detailer, not the interior detailer, sorry, yeah, the interior detailer.
Yes.
It doesn't have any protection, contrary to what some people think. It's just a light cleaner. So for some light maintenance, especially gloss piano black interior trim and your infotainment displays, fantastic.
That's the blue one, right?
Yep,
Yeah, I like
exactly.
that one too. It's
Can-
light.
Yep.
Can you use metal polish on glass or gloss black exhaust tips? I think you're probably gonna say polish them, but I don't know.
Yeah, but you can.
Yeah.
Because I just found out this weekend that you can polish wiper arms. I always
Yeah.
thought that they were just gonna always be dull or put a dressing on them. And then I come up here and he teaches me, and they look
Yeah, yeah,
amazing
yeah.
now. They look brand new. These
Yeah.
wiper arms. It's unreal.
It's true.
For Ivan, are you still looking to release your kneeling creeper?
Yep, working on it.
We all tried it out.
And Ivan, will the new tool be at SEMA? I'm not sure what new tool they're talking about, but
Oh, several new tools, yes.
okay. And you guys, yeah, you will be. They will be at SEMA. DIY will
Yeah.
be at SEMA.
Do any of your ceramic coatings can be applied on a phone screen? We
Yeah,
sometimes
all
see
of them.
that. All of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick is back in Utah.
I need to try that, guys. I hear people talking about guys leather cleaner. Isn't that what
But
you
he was
said?
here.
Yeah, he was
Guys
here.
leather
He left
cleaner,
this morning.
yeah.
So.
Yeah. All his
Yeah.
other stuff.
He
is good.
introduced me to the best coffee shop I've come across in a while, just down the street from this place.
And EC details. You should be on the panel and walk us through how you take 40 minutes to clean a door jam. 45 actually.
They want to know why Nick's not here.
Yeah, well, he's.
Did you already talk about that? I'm sorry. I was talking to. I'm
he,
sorry.
He has to. He has children to take care of.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I have grandchildren, so I can leave them with their parents.
Can Incredible Suds be mixed with all clean and used in an active or as an active foam?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you did.
Yeah.
Do it all the
100%.
time.
Yeah.
I need a little Incredible Suds just to give me that visual.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
where I've been.
Yeah.
I
Either
like that.
sometimes I'll put the all clean on first, then foam over top of it. But sometimes I'll just drop a little all clean in the
So-
foam can
yeah.
with incredible
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm gonna ask. This guy's asked a couple times. Do you know if one day, obviously we cannot see into the future, a company will release a PPF applicable like a ceramic coating, not sprayable?
Yeah, there are sprayable PPFs at the moment.
Mhm.
But to apply like a ceramic coating, it'll never be thick enough.
Isn't it called like S2K? It's called 2K coatings. Like when they in the plastic dip.
Nick is saying, "What's up,
plastic
Yeah.
fellas?
base, it's
What's
a
up,
spray
Nick?
on.
Wish you could have stayed,
Top Pro
Dan.
Yeah.
detailing. That's
We
right.
had so much fun today.
Yeah.
You missed out on everything.
Was today the funnest day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
What
yeah.
was it? Something special about today. Can't put my foot on it.
Well,
Or my foot on it.
It
have-
wasn't 95
One
degrees
here,
outside.
this is for Ivan for sure. So Keith Firebird, Rinseless. I can use it in a less humid and cooler garage versus outside in the heat and humidity. Rinseless also leaves no water spots and the finish looks a lot cleaner and very shiny.
He's
Okay,
just saying.
this is
Yeah,
a-
yeah, yeah.
He's
He's just
responding
saying.
to
Yeah, as
some of
long
the
as
things
you
that he loves.
get the dilutions right. you know.
Yeah.
What brings you all together this weekend? We were all invited out here to the DIY detailing studio, and
Yep.
we've just been having fun
Creating
on,
some
cam-
awesome
on
content that you're
camera,
gonna be seeing.
off camera, hanging out. I met Rick. I got to meet Mike. I've met Pam before. I've never met Ivan. Got to meet Ivan.
Yeah.
And we've just had an absolute blast. This
Yeah.
has been so much fun.
Team bonding, I like to
Yeah,
call it.
We learned a lot from each other. It's-
And when the
Yeah.
camera's off, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pan, should Geist friction blocker be applied before you apply Geist leather conditioner? I just did a tear repair in my leather seats.
That's for seats older than 3 years. I would highly recommend you go watch the Geist. I'm not sure on that specific one because I tend to work more on newer vehicles. I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. You'd want to put the friction blocker at the end, but make sure you go check the Geist YouTube channel for that.
OCG, first time ceramic coating my car as soon as my hydro light arrives.
Oh.
If each of you had one tip, which I have not applied it, so I really can't give you the tip, what would that tip be? Each of you something different, please. This Q&A is awesome. Thanks in advance.
Great question. I love it.
So you start. Okay,
Oh.
however you
No,
want to do
you
it.
start.
No, I can fill in the tips that you guys don't give.
I've not used this. So I
Question
can.
was reading.
No, but any coding. So coding
okay.
application.
Okay, yeah, coding application. What would be a tip when you're applying ceramic coating for somebody getting ready to apply their very first ceramic coating? What would a tip be? So
Mine would be very patient with the prep process. I got very excited to get to the coating process.
Yep.
You know, once that coating's on, it's on.
Yeah.
And you don't want to go back and go, oh, I missed a bit of a swirl or a mess there. So take your time with the prep.
One thing I can say, reading all the comments and having helped a lot troubleshoot over the years, one common mistake is not taking enough time to properly prep the surface. The coating portion is the easiest thing if you've done everything else beforehand right. So the hard part is actually before that. You want to make sure to get down to the clear coat to remove everything before that. So it's not only decontamination. If you had any previous protection that is still beating water on the surface, that tells you that this new coating won't have the clear coat to bond to. So when you're doing your machine polishing to ensure 100% removal of that previous protection, you can do a simple water test. If the water is pooling, slow to sheet off, and there's no water beating, there's a highly likelihood that you're down to the clear coat and you're good to go. Then do your machine polishing steps. If you need to further perfect the finish, make sure you do the proper IPA solution to remove any polishing oils or any residue that might be there. Make sure, once again, you just do all those prep steps. Don't skimp on anything. Don't go too fast in all of it, because don't forget that coating is a multi-year paint protection, right? So the more time you spend prepping the paint correctly, the easier the application is going to be, the better the coating is going to bond to the surface, and the longer it's going to last. Simple as that.
So mine is be meticulous and just take your time when you do the coating. That's the biggest thing. Don't try to rush through it or be like, oh, I got to hurry up, get this on because I got to be somewhere. Take your time, allow a good amount of time to be able to do your coating.
I would say less is more. A lot of times people tend to prime their pad way too much, tend to use way too much product. And then you get on there and it starts running and gets thick. You just want to have just that right amount on there. And as you go around the car, you'll learn more about it, obviously.
Little goes a long way.
Yeah.
Don't be stressed. It's not that hard to do. Anyone, if I can do it, anyone can do it.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Good advice.
Question is not for detailing. What would be for dinner tonight? Actually, we already had dinner,
Yeah.
and it was fantastic spaghetti. I had spaghetti.
Me too.
Yeah.
I had like a baked chicken Alfredo. Very good.
Yeah.
I had something called the hot naked. It was basically olive oil and butter. He told me I put too many toppings on it.
Keith, you said an add-on, and you just went on.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many.
Let's see
add-ons.
the list. Yeah.
His meal alone was $100.
I heard one check and it wasn't me that said it. So I was like,
Even the waiter was.
What is
giving me
everyone's favorite rinseless wash? So
Oh.
I know we're here at a DIY detailing thing. No, it's fine.
No.
I have two that are my top two: DIY Rinseless, and then I love Absolute also from PNS.
For me, it would have to be Armor Detail Supply Hero and DIY Detail Rinseless Wash V2.
I've only ever used one.
And that was this
Well,
weekend.
I've used two. I've used V1 and I've used V2.
Yeah.
DIY detail rinseless.
I used V2 here, but I usually V1, and then before that it was ONR, but I was out of rinseless for years before I just got back into it. So
Yeah.
We're in it, brother.
Hey guys, when cleaning wheels with a wheel cleaner and removing iron, at which point in the process would you use the iron remover? I currently bought DIY iron remover. What is the correct method?
There's no correct method, but my preferred method is get the dirt off the wheel first
me too.
and then do
Yep.
your iron remover if you feel the need, because the cleaning with the all clean may have removed everything you're trying to get.
do you feel with a process like that, is it better to on the wheel to go on dry,
Doesn't
or to
matter.
rinse the wheel first? Because are we diluting the iron remover more than?
Not that much.
So EC Details next. That's a very interesting question. What's one new thing you all learned this weekend? Fellas on the panel, I'm going to start with that one because when Ivan's around, he has such a wide scope of knowledge. And I like to say, if you think you know everything in life, especially in detailing, you're not learning. You're always learning, myself included. And one thing he taught us this weekend, which was pretty awesome, that came with an experiment, is on the interior, although you like to have products that will provide UV protection, which is hard to prove, but don't be obsessed because the majority of that UV, it can be filtered through the glass, right?
It is
It is filtered, and Ivan has glasses that they react to UV and they become darker. And so one experiment he did, he hit one of the lenses with a microfiber towel. The other one, we were outside, so it was exposed to the UV rays from the sun, automatically became darker. So the other lens now is protected, is still transparent. Put that on the dash of the Jeep, close the doors, and so the other lens never became dark. So there's a lot of that UV that was filtered and did not enter the interior. So that was, what would you say on that?
You really don't need UV protection on the interior of a car unless you're driving a convertible.
So the window's down all the time.
So literally
Yeah.
exposing it to the UV
Yeah.
rays. Okay.
Rick, what did you learn?
Well, I think on the social media side, I learned a lot about I need to bring my personality to my videos more.
Yes.
Yes.
He's such an awesome
He's
person.
such a different
Stop
person.
clapping, I'm not done.
This guy makes me laugh like.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoy cinematic videos.
Right.
It's my lane. I enjoy them personally.
But you can
Selfishly,
bring a
but-
bit of humor to them.
Yes.
Well,
and
guys,
so-
let us know. Would you like Rick to let a little bit of that funny, humoristic side out and bring something up in the videos, or are you content with the
just
only
shut
artistic?
up, show me the drips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So,
reverse drippage.
Are we going for Woody Allen or Martin Scorsese?
Yeah.
Or a hybrid.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've really enjoyed. You've all been really good at helping me sort of just think about my process, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
For me, I was gonna go with the wiper arms once again. I'm still amazed by
That had
that.
an impact.
But also it did. But also the glasses thing where he showed us the UV protection because I asked him about it. He said, "Hang on." He said, "Come out here. Let me show you something." And I was like, "What's he gonna show us out there?" That's exactly what I thought. And then he took his glasses off, and he already just told you what happened. But I was like, "Wow!" And Pam was like, "Hang on a minute." Pan had to get in the car and make sure he
No
was seeing
way,
it right.
right?
Yeah.
Then I'm in there and I'm looking at the lenses. No way.
So all this time that I've always worried about getting a UV protectant on the dashboard stuff that I'm cleaning, I don't want to say it has been for nothing, but it's kind of been for nothing.
Yeah.
So
I'd
what
say the
about you?
biggest thing I've learned is posture. I haven't really pushed posture when I was
Yeah,
using
right.
the rotary,
Right.
learning
We're
how to
all
use the
standing
rotary.
up. True.
I'm
Square.
slouching like this. I said, just turn it the other direction and put your hand underneath the handle. Next thing I know, my shoulders are squared and my back doesn't hurt
Yeah.
anymore.
I'm always
Yeah.
in a good posture.
And
Stand up,
Pan-
yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes, yes.
and Pan taught me a lot about the social media, about the branding and everything, and just a lot of guidance. Really appreciate that.
It's really nice just to like talk about everyday life, but also what everybody does with their own respective channels. I just want to see everybody succeed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. You know, I've learned that, first of all, they're all extremely passionate. We all knew that before. But everyone has a niche, everyone falls into it, and everyone has something to share. If you want to learn anything about a foamer, a pressure washer, you name it, this guy is an encyclopedia, a walking encyclopedia of knowledge when it comes to detailing tools. We have to get him into vacuum cleaners and polishers eventually. But anyways, when you're talking about dealership detailing, Fab is the man to go to. He knows what he's talking about. He deals with dealerships on a daily basis. And I think most of you were surprised to find out the world of dealership detailing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pan is just a wealth of knowledge about detailing, but also about YouTube and how it works.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a few more subscribers than all of us combined.
Yeah.
Maybe like 800,000 more than the three of us combined. And we found out that Rick is actually a funny person.
Oh
He's
yeah,
not-
it's-
he's
I'm
not
telling
as
you,
depressed as he seems in his
it's
videos.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I just have to say, Pan did an amazing parody. I'm
Yeah.
never showing it.
yeah.
This guy is funnier than a lot of people
Yeah.
give him credit for
Yeah.
because he did when he did like a voiceover of one of my intros.
Yeah.
I sent
I'm
And we
learning
were
from
sitting in the
best.
background laughing, but we couldn't laugh out loud, so we
If you
didn't want
can't
to
laugh
ruin it.
at yourself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
No,
this,
no.
in this
I think we're
social
way
media,
behind.
it's
EC
not for you.
Details gave $19.99. Thank you so much.
Eddie, come in
What's
big.
one thing
Thanks,
y'all
bud.
learned this weekend that was like, wow, that was new? Well,
Yeah,
we
that's
kind of
what
just
we're
went
doing.
over that. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
yeah. But I just saw one a minute ago. But is it overkill to put rinseless in my rinse bucket when doing a 2-bucket method?
No.
Yeah.
404 not found says Viva Viva Montreal. That's
Yes.
right.
What dilution ratio of rinseless for leather and interior detailing? Everybody,
Okay.
256 to
1.
1.
Yeah. We have a shortcoming that these four are in the short, but a lot of other people as well. And it's a lot of fun. It's about dilution ratios.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he should have that tattooed on his arm.
I got,
Yeah.
I got to
Yeah.
preview it. There's a lot of people in
He-
this
that way he
chat
doesn't
that are
talk
in
anymore.
there.
Yeah.
That's his
Yeah.
license plate on his Jeep.
It should be.
56 to 1.
Favorite tire shine right now from each of you. Ready, set, go. Thing is, I don't have a favorite in something like that. I have multiple that I use.
I really like Gummy by Charna Gloss.
I have never heard of that.
For me, it's a tie between CarPro Dark Side and Naziol's tire dressing.
Haven't tried it.
I use so many different ones. I really can't even give you a favorite. I really can't.
I'm going to be the minority of this. I don't use a tire shine.
Yeah.
Natural rubber for me. And if I'm going to a show, I'll throw some ceramic gloss on the rubber.
Raw dog.
DIY detail. I don't know.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ivan, who wastes more product, Nick or Rick?
Oh, that's a good one. I would say
Ooh,
Nick.
that's as if he was a fly
Nick
on the
wastes a
wall.
lot of product.
Yeah.
He did on those badges and stuff.
Yeah.
We,
Yeah.
we noticed.
Enjoy. Who enjoys more product than wastes?
Yeah.
Because I don't see that foam on the floor and go, what a waste.
I
go,
enjoy
what a
more
thrill.
product than
Yeah.
anyone else because every drop I use, I enjoy.
Those pipes are clean.
Yeah.
The drain
Yeah.
pipe is clean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the drainage system. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the,
it's
the
clean.
most clean in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Our floor gets squeegeed more than any other floor
It's
in the
true.
world.
You
Yeah.
did a lot of
I have done a test in my shop. I have used a gallon of iron remover to 8 ounces of DIY iron, the way Ivan teaches. Love the DIY products. Thanks, guys, for the live stream.
Yep.
You can dilute it that much?
No, he's saying that, he'll use a lot less of ours than
Oh,
others.
okay.
Always.
Okay.
HM Auto Detailing, just for you. You're asking Fab. You have that cherry Pepsi. Look at this, all
Yes.
day, every day.
There's a cooler of
He's
it.
breaking my balls with this.
There's a cooler. It's
I
right
have
here.
a cooler full of.
Brings his
here.
own cooler every day.
While you're looking
Thank
for
you,
the-
Nick S. I appreciate it, man. He told me have a good time. He's actually a customer of mine.
Can I give a shout out to American Walmarts?
He's impressed.
Yeah.
I've been to Walmart Canada. It's a dreary place. This Walmart we went
Oh.
to today was an inspiring place, except the one guy.
Yes.
The one
So, okay,
guy.
let me.
You tell him.
No, you be the guy. So the Walmart.
Okay,
employee,
here, we're gonna have
and
a-
I'm
yeah,
Rick from Rad Garage, right?
I'm a Walmart guy pushing a cart. I'm like, hey, how you doing?
Oh, me? I'm doing wonderful. What about you?
Makes one of us.
Can you believe that?
Deadpan.
But that's America.
Deadpan. I loved
That
it.
literally
Yeah.
is America in a nutshell.
Personality.
Another
Yeah.
thing that impressed me, and we were with Brian's wife, April. I was like, this Walmart is so huge. You need Google Maps.
Yeah.
To find yourself, like going from point A to point B, and you hear it like 0.6 miles. You're going to turn left. What?
Yeah.
It's
Did it?
humongous.
Okay, so this next question, we
job,
gotta move
Walmart.
on here because I can say I haven't really done headliners, really, because I don't do it professionally, every day for a living. But we know Ivan's been doing it forever. What's the best way to clean a very dirty headliner?
Replace it?
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
No, if you've got a very dirty headliner, do what you need. But rinseless wash on a towel, just dampened, usually will take care of most of it.
Yeah.
The goal is to not oversaturate it.
Right.
Headliner, though, right? That's
Not
a big
don't want that
oversaturated, not
glue to come undone.
overactivated either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that
the
foam is
glue.
very thin, it's very dry, and the headliner might look good when you're done. And then you see that car with the headliner sagging in it.
Yes.
It's probably been cleaned aggressively once or twice.
Yeah.
Are you guys working? Oh, hang on. Tim's asked us a few times. Keeve, any update on the Big Boy Pro 17 amp?
17 amp? No, because the version 2 of the 15 amp still hasn't even been released yet because they're still working on fixing some of the voltage issues that we're having with it.
Are you guys working on a car together, making a special video? What's up? Would be cool to see all of you guys work on a car together. We made a lot of videos. That's all I'm going to
Yeah.
say, because I'm not going to give anybody's videos away.
No.
No.
Lots of content to come on all of our channels.
Lots of collaboration.
I have one from Turbo 6, Steve Pearson. What is your typical elevator pitch for upselling clients to ceramic coatings? I'd like to answer that first. You don't sell a ceramic coating
Yeah.
to a customer, you counsel a ceramic coating to a
Teach 'em.
customer. Once you have that mindset, everyone will get a ceramic coating from you.
All Clean is awesome on clean wheels. Or to clean
No,
wheels.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is good on clean wheels too.
Yeah.
Are any of you going to SEMA? I am not.
No.
Yes.
Not this year, too busy.
We have a booth.
I'm 50-50.
Yeah.
Rad is awesome either way.
What?
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Rad is
from
awesome either
HM
way.
Auto Detailing.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't know
Who was
Rick
that?
was funny.
Who said that?
Oh
EC
my God.
Details.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't know he was either.
He could have his own comedy
EC
show.
Details. No one tells me who
Eddie,
this person
come
is.
on.
Eddie.
Never heard of him.
You never heard of Eddie
no, he's
Cologne?
joking.
Yeah,
Eddie.
never heard of Eddie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rick's videos are already so good.
Oh, thank you.
They are, yes. But they could be better.
Uh,
We want your personality,
Yeah.
not just your,
this is kind of a.
Thank you.
This is something that we've all been through when we started detailing. How to avoid trying every best product so that I don't hoard products.
I'm still there.
That is not hard. That's hard to not do.
Yeah.
I can never stop.
Because-
Personally, I started when I was 16.
We love to test.
I never stopped, so I can't say not to do that.
Because if you don't try it, you
Yeah.
don't know. You may find the best product you've ever used. You
Yeah.
might find, oh man, this isn't as good as everybody says it is.
And you
Yeah,
can't
you
stop now because one thing that's good today, the technology
Addiction.
advances so fast. There's always newer brands.
Yep.
If you're stuck on what you were using 10 years ago, you wouldn't have discovered, for example, DIY detail. And so I like to just continuously test, and you got to enjoy it. If you love it, don't worry about hoarding. Just enjoy the process.
Videos are top notch from HMO Detailing. I think it's talking about Rick again. But
Man, I'm
Ivan,
getting some
don't
love
we need
tonight.
UV protection so our vinyl dashboards won't crack? I'm talking about 10 years or older cars.
Yeah, you don't need UV protection. Automotive windows have had UV
Who's that?
protection in them
No
since the
way.
60s.
Doesn't it have a lot to do with
yeah,
probably
yeah.
like certain
He
plastics
watches the videos.
off gas.
No way.
works.
Yeah,
Where
it's
I
just
watch
cheap
that.
plastics.
Yeah, but those cars probably
40-year-old
tend to have
guy.
smudgier windows.
Yeah, and people blame UV for so many things that it doesn't do.
Yeah. Where we at? We are in Omaha, Nebraska at the DIY Detailing Studio.
Yeah.
You guys have
In a
seen those
charm-
videos in the background. That's where we're at.
In a charming neighborhood called Bohemian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Bohemian.
Little Bohemian, yeah.
And it is funky.
Don't
Yeah.
swat.
I should
yeah.
I should live here.
Don't
Yeah.
swat us, please.
It's
Okay,
funky.
here we were just talking about this earlier. Help. Brake disc rotors develop light rust immediately after a wash. Even with
I've
blow
just talked
drying,
about that.
using an Ego blower, first application of brakes lightly coats clean wheels with a brown dust.
Yeah,
We
Yeah.
just went over that today about
absolutely.
all of our different things. Like
It's so
you
frustrating.
can take the car and drive it off and then get some of that dust off, but then that dust is going to wind up
Yeah,
on your wheels
yeah.
and your wheelbarrows, and you got to
Yeah.
clean it again.
Yeah.
The only
work
real
on
solution
cars
is
with
carbon ceramic
brakes.
brakes.
Carbon
Yeah.
ceramic brake, or carbon
Unfortunately.
brake pads helps to get.
Yeah.
You don't have to use the harsher chemicals to clean the wheel
Yeah.
because it doesn't
Yeah.
get as
Has
clean.
DIY products obtained global product demand around the world?
Yes,
Good for you.
we have distributors on just about every
Oh
continent.
man, I hate it when it does that. Okay, anybody seen?
There's so many questions, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost 150 people, that's awesome.
Yeah, still going strong.
F11's most overhyped product. That's my answer to that question.
yeah.
Oh, Papa Smurf, what's up, Eric? Good to see you. Oh man,
Hey, buddy.
I don't even know where we're at. It just like skipped all of a
Well,
sudden.
there's one here about height. Is Pan the tallest one there?
Ooh, no.
Actually, I think we're
he's
about the
equal.
same.
We're 6'3".
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
Brian.
Stand up.
No, I'm 6'2". So you are the height. You are the.
Yeah,
They're not,
when
they're
we
not
see
gonna
the
see us.
picture-
Stand
They're
up
not
so
gonna
you
see
can
us.
see you. They can see you.
Here. Let's go back to back. How's this?
It's about the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep, and I'm the shortest
That's
one
because
here.
I'm standing straight
I'm
up.
the shortest one here.
I have my bad posture.
It's the top of the head.
See the Rick humor.
What do you guys? 6'3"?
I'm 6'2".
I'm 6'3" with 1.91 m.
I'm
You're
five-
6'1" and a
yeah.
half.
I'm 6'1" and a half.
A lot of over
187
6-footers
centimeters.
here.
I'm
Yeah.
5'11" and I'm the shortest one here.
Okay, so I'm not sure about this question
And you're
here. I've corrected my paint already. Does that ever go bad? Yes, you can obviously still get swirls
You
and
can mess it up
scratches in
then.
the
Yeah,
future. In the future, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
it's an ongoing
Fab,
battle.
totally respect your dedication to Cherry Pepsi.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So there's Michael T. Pan. Before you guys terminate the live stream, can we get this as
Pan
Pan
the
the Organizer? I'll do it right now. Welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer.
There you go.
Perfect.
Hey, what?
Everybody's intro.
Yeah. Intro.
Intro?
Intro.
Entertain us.
Let's do this. Or no, I did that wrong. Yeah, I got so excited. Let's do it.
Hey guys, welcome.
No, no.
Oh man.
This was the gully joke all weekend.
Welcome to a dark and moody BMW detail. Bye.
Yeah.
He is giving
rad.
this such a hard time.
Stay rad.
It's like, hey there, Internet. Keeve here, and welcome to the Cars with Keeve YouTube channel.
There you go.
Hi, I'm Ivan. This is DIY Detail.
Awesome.
Awesome.
A dance off will settle the height dispute.
Those are two different things.
yeah.
I'll do a Greek dance.
Oh yeah.
No.
OCG, hopefully next week.
What was the question?
When will the towels be back in stock?
Oh, nice. The twist and loop rectangles too, or
Yeah.
the drying towel? Nice.
I've got a question from
Yeah, I'm
PLR
not sure what
about
that
the
is.
water restrictions and how it was doing detailing with those restrictions. It was terrible. So I had to pivot a little bit and I had to cancel some projects. But
Yeah,
okay.
Pop Smurf. He
got a
does- he
few
has
things
smoker.
done.
Did you find yourself using like a siphon-based like hand sprayer or something like that?
No.
Like a Ryobi 600 where you
I just
you
used
fill a bucket out of the
inside
sink?
my house water source. The restriction was don't use
Holy crap.
outdoor
Okay.
watering.
We don't want to see you with a hose outside.
Yeah. So you
And-
could hook an adapter to your kitchen sink to adapt it
You
to
and
a
I
garden
will
hose,
definitely, yeah.
and then
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a great one though. Hang on. Is there any rivalry between Pan and Rad when it comes to hockey teams?
Oh no, I
both
just
our teams suck.
yeah, I just because I was going to say Montreal is it's a complete disaster.
Calgary is a what do you call it? A dumpster fire.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, at the bottom of the league.
Yeah.
There
bottom
we
of
are.
the league.
And I'm
Our-
one of the
our-
8
our-
Canadians that is card-carrying Canadian that is allowed not to watch hockey.
Yeah.
There's 8 of us, so.
And that's your team since you were a kid, right?
Yeah, because our 24 Stanley Cups, which are a lot of championships,
Yeah,
this
bring
was
that up.
mainly before the 1980s, because since 1980, there's 86, 93, and that is it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
been a
they're
drought.
I think they're on the
There's a heritage.
climbing up
Yeah.
with the new rookies, and
Yeah.
hopefully the tides are going to turn, but
It can't
it's a
get worse.
disaster.
Ivan, this one's for you. When will the coating leveling tiles be back in stock?
Hopefully next week.
Okay.
They're at the port. We don't know how long it takes from port because of customs agents, things like that.
Rick, how was it doing car detailing
Oh.
with all the water? Are we already
Yeah,
talked
it
about
was
that?
challenging.
I'm sorry.
We talked about that. No, there's a lot coming on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here, so it's trying to hard to.
Oh, this is a great question for Keith. How much of what you test from Amazon do you return?
I return nothing.
That is a great.
Where does all the stuff go?
It just sits on a shelf in a storage room.
How
And
big is
I
the
give
storage?
I give a lot of stuff away to friends and family,
Okay,
people
what
that
is
would
it?
like to get to.
It's a
to do their
Walmart
own
size
thing.
storage.
But most of them I keep it because I find myself months later needing to use it for a comparison
Yeah.
or something like that.
This
Or,
one-
and I abuse them in my testing, and I don't want to give
Yeah.
or give away something that I've abused.
If you'd like to see a foamer, foam cannon, whatever, drop from a brick wall, tune in to this channel.
I went from 18 foam cannons to 4.
Yeah.
What's the new DIY buffing towel? The big one for like $15.
Oh, the magic buffer. That's one we had way in the beginning. It's coming back. It's a really nice, thick, polish removal towel.
Okay, this is for everyone. Cleaning under the car doesn't seem to be part of a lot of people's process when exterior cleaning. Is this part of your regular process? If so, any particular product or procedure you use? It's not my regular process unless the car is absolutely filthy. But all I use is an undercar cleaner from Ryobi.
That's the same for me.
Yeah, that's all I use.
Just remove the winter muck.
Yeah.
But I only keep my cars 3 years. There's not much. Once you pressure rinse that off, I'm good to go. So that's the only maintenance I do, mainly during the winter months. You can see that in a few videos, by the way. But yeah, that Ryobi just snaps on with a quick connect.
Yeah, basically that right there, yeah.
With your pressure washer extension, there's some jets. It shoots water with your pressure washer up, and then you can clean the undercarriage. It's as simple as that.
And you can change these nozzle sizes to the pressure of your pressure washer to
Yeah.
get the most out of it. My cars are too low to use something like that. So, you just have to turn your pressure washer your sprayer upside down and get that bottom part. I really don't get the rest of the car.
What do you use,
And
Rick?
you could put smaller wheels on it.
Well,
No, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't really obsess about the undercarriage. It's just a losing battle, right?
Yeah.
Every maintenance wash you're doing that. That's crazy. Puts all the dirt on the floor of my garage. But I do care a lot about the wheel arches. So I'll just use all clean or whatever. Even if I've got extra soap just around, and I just use my pressure washer and just clean out those wheel arches and
Yep.
call it a day. Then move on to the wheels in the car.
Yep.
I think it depends on your climate too, because like in Atlanta, underneath the cars don't get damaged at all.
After watching Ivan's video on using the rotary and DIY gold standard polish, I am more confident on polishing my Mustang. Going to order, oh man, it just moved on me. The rotary and polish from DIY. Can't wait. You know what?
Thank you.
I learned this weekend.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I told him when he first called me about coming down here. I said, I want you to teach me how to use a rotary. I've been doing this for years. I've used wash and polish this entire time. I've never used a rotary. So I was kind of timid on doing it. I've tried it at my house, but I've slung the stuff everywhere, and he told me what I was doing wrong. And then he shows me, and he's just using 2 fingers to hold the machine. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then I did it, and I was like, wow.
It's the same
That's
for me. I was
super simple.
totally intimidated by the rotary.
By
Just
the
based
way-
off the myths and everything that's going on, and I learned so much. It's like how easy it is to use the rotary.
Brian has excellent paint correction skills. Go check out his videos.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
LR, he's asked this question many times. What's your recommendation for an interior detailer that has just an ever slight touch of shine? Love DIY interior clean per deck, but just want a smidge of shine, but almost matte.
For a quick interior detailer,
That leaves just
He wants
like a tasteful
a
amount.
matte dressing, a
Not
tasteful dressing.
Not a
Yeah.
thick armor all kind
It's
of
Yeah.
like a G-Technic dashboard. Dash is
Yeah.
Their
Problem is,
bottom
everything I use
yeah.
just leaves a
Oh.
new finish.
CarPro. I want to remember the name of their interior quick detailer, not the inside. That's just the cleaner. Why is it not coming up in my head?
I didn't know they had it.
CarPro's interior detailer. If you check my favorite interior detailer battles,
Yeah.
the CarPro is very good.
Yeah,
Just
it's
a
a good
slight
product.
sheen, because I tend to prefer more that matte appearance. If you just like a slight sheen, not glossy, just a slight sheen, that one from CarPro is very good.
DIY tire dressing diluted 20 to 1.
Okay. This live has been the best all time. I've had I've had since Rick's last rad video. Thanks for
Who
that.
is that?
Thank you, Hippopotamus Stew.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Let's go back up
Thanks,
here.
everyone.
Let's see.
We're over an hour. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we
Still
still have
145
145 people in here, so we'll go with a little bit longer.
We got a club though.
Yeah.
I only have a few good club
Listen,
a
I'm
year.
in town. I
has-
got
has-
nowhere to go.
Has anybody ever tried dry ice clean? I have not.
No.
No.
I have been in a shop with a gentleman called Pure Ice in Calgary. Amazing, but what a mess.
It's
It's
fun to watch.
Drapes.
It is
coming
fun to
down.
watch, yeah.
It is not like YouTube sort of shows you a picture of the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is all. Well, the dirt's got to go somewhere. But
Right.
It is mesmerizing.
If you really want to see like how much dirt comes from that kind of cleaning, is watch Tavares' video on his P1, where they did the underneath
Is that right?
CO2 cleaning of that flooded McLaren.
Yeah.
The floor is literally just covered in just
Oh
like
boy.
thick dust.
And I love comments like, "Oh, were you gonna say something, Ivan? I'm sorry."
Just fine detailing his question.
I was gonna. This isn't a question, but just want to echo the sentiment of appreciation for everything you all do for the detailing community. Each has a different style and unique approach. Learned a lot from each of you. Thank you so much. That's a comment
Thank you.
that make it all worth it to us.
Yeah.
I find this one
Inspires.
super. Sarah T, that's funny. Pan taught me so much about detailing. I went on a subreddit for detailing and was kicked off for spanning when I was just answering questions.
Good job, Sarah.
You're doing it.
Yes,
good.
Sarah.
You're going back.
You're one of us.
Yeah, you're one of us now.
Yeah, Papa
We
Smurf.
love to inform people and just get it has to be fun, but also we like to educate, and everyone here on the table does a great job at that. The more we spread the love and passion for detailing, the more people get into the hobby or the business, and it's just awesome.
Just be careful at dinner parties, though.
Yeah. Eh?
You know, for Papa
Hey,
Smurf,
guys.
Turtle Wax
Yeah.
Mist Interior Detailer. I forgot that's a good detailer.
Sorry.
The Turtle Wax Mist Interior Detailer.
Yeah, it
that's
is,
a good
actually.
detailer.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
Okay, so this one right here, for all of you, what is the one thing you see detailers do on YouTube that makes you cringe?
Pressure
Disaster
washing,
details.
dirty paint.
No.
Sorry.
Oh,
Pressure
yeah.
That's
washing,
gonna be
dirty
mine.
paint.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was gonna be
straight on,
us.
just for the views. That gets to me too. Yeah,
Yep.
because you're using high pressure rinsing on a super filthy vehicle. You could be potentially doing more damage than good at that point. So a good and effective pre-wash is always good if your car is covered in a thick layer of foam
Yeah, I think the
of the mud. I mean,
I think the clickbait statements sort of get to me after.
That's
you
what I
know,
was getting ready to say. Clickbait,
Something
yeah.
is dead.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are-
Worst details through a hurricane, whatever. You know, the interior is the worst you'll ever see.
Yeah.
the dirtiest ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And every car is the dirtiest. ever.
Everyone gets dirtier
The
every
YouTube
time.
detailing comments, the word junk is probably the biggest one for me.
Yeah.
Junk
Can
just
you
took it
get
to-
better jeweling from a rotary or a DA?
I'll let you guys answer that.
Definitely rotary.
Rotary.
After
I think
using
rotary-
using it this weekend.
Rotary and a drilling pad. Yeah.
Yeah, I think rotary is for me.
on a low speed?
Low.
Yeah.
Yes.
No speed rotary.
DIY needs 32-ounce sizes.
We have gallons for that.
Okay.
Yeah, a 32-ounce bottle. The reason we don't have 32-ounce is ergonomics. I've
Oh,
been these guys on
inner
posture
detailer,
all
I think
weekend.
they are pro
That's
detailer.
another thing.
That's
Too
what,
much
yeah.
weight that
Posture,
you're carrying
posture,
around.
posture.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's posture.
So the
Yeah,
details
I'm
in
sitting
me,
here trying
you were absolutely right. It is the CarPro Inner QD. Awesome. She got it.
When is DIY having a sale on the rotary? I'm just asking
No
questions
idea.
around here. Okay. Yeah. Why is there a need for separate leather cleaner when it's coated with clear coat?
There isn't.
Yeah. Ivan, any plans on holding trade education events at DIY Omaha?
Yes.
Tim, let Kiwi
This was
Taco
awesome.
Bell.
Thing. Oh, sorry. What'd you
Don't
say?
let Kiwi Taco Bell. Nothing's
yeah.
gonna stop me from eating Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Tim.
Why? What
Why
was there
would we be
anything we're
sorry?
supposed to know?
There's a going thing. I took my car and I took an Instagram story and I was like, here we go. Me and Heidi are out for lunch today, and I had a bag of Taco Bell and I got ripped in
Oh, yeah?
the DMs
Oh,
about
wow.
how bad it was for me and this and this and this. And I'm like, I'm just gonna live my life.
We're going to talk about for lunch tomorrow.
This is awesome. Thank you for taking the time to share your knowledge with us and always being so positive with your craft. And that's the one thing we talked about earlier. None of us are ever negative.
No.
And
No.
and we do that on purpose. Because when you bring negativity on the channel, it just opens the door for
There's no
bad
need for it.
stuff.
Yeah, there's no need for it, yeah.
Well, a little known YouTube influencer once told me that he feels the responsibility not to give negative reviews on his channel because it could actually hurt that company. And it's true. If you don't like something, it's just because you don't like it. Doesn't mean that it's not good and that other people don't like it. So giving a negative opinion of something is just a waste of everyone's time.
Yeah, me and Pam were talking about that earlier. I have in my storage room all the products that I bought. More than half of them have never seen a video.
Yeah.
And it shows that it's not worth it to make a video on something negative. Let's just show the good stuff.
Actually,
Those
think
of us
I-
that have seen Pan's basement know exactly what he's talking about.
And I think there's a responsibility that content creators have
On demand.
out there to be a positive influence. There's enough of that negativity out there. So if we want to make it fun and accessible to everyone, which is ultimately what we want, if you're always negative, bashing, people are going to be like, you know, they're going to ask themselves, is detailing really for me? Am I going to step into this negative world? That's not what it's all about. So it should be enjoying what you're doing and chasing that end result, which we all love, which is driving a clean car.
can you use rinseless wash around the house, like cleaning patio furniture? Absolutely. I use detailing products around my house quite often.
Yeah.
Actually.
What's the dilution ratio for interiors?
I'm not sure. Does
Yeah.
anybody know?
256 to 1.
I find myself using all clean around the house and then some other APCs just around the house to
Even-
keep them bright.
Stoner invisible glass for
Invisible
your
glass
glass,
for the
but for your
doors, yeah.
chrome, your faucets, a lot of stuff. Another one that works super
Well, I
well.
have
Works
a
good
team-
on, like,
I have
sinks,
a
stainless
full-time
steel
team
sinks.
of
Yeah.
professional housekeepers, so I never have to lift a finger.
Have you guys ever tried Taco Bell?
Yeah, when I was
They're
younger.
saying take the Canadians to Taco Bell and let them try it. So I was wondering if
No,
you guys
there's
ever-
Taco
yeah,
Bell
I
in
did
Canada.
already try it.
Okay.
Does it
Well, you
taste
do have a
different?
lot of restaurants
No.
that we don't have
We
in
did
Canada.
have
They're
Mexican
pretty good.
already. We had
Yeah,
Mexican.
we had
on,
Mexican the other
Saturday
day.
night.
And
I
you
like
picked the wrong
Chipotle a
taco
lot, but we
platter.
don't have that in Canada.
Oh, we have
No
Chipotle here.
mas.
Do we? No,
Yeah. No,
here,
here,
but not
yeah.
in Canada.
Yeah, we can do Chipotle tomorrow. if you
Oh,
prefer.
oh.
Yeah.
I
Thought-
have been enjoying the American candy bars though, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
right
lot
across
of
the street from the
selection.
hotel we're at, there's
Ivan,
there's
thoughts
Hollywood
on
Candy
polishing
was
piano
funny.
black
It's
trim?
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
rotary all the way.
Yep. Not a compound though. I mean, you don't want to use
Well,
heavy duty
no, no,
compound.
no, no.
Yeah, yeah, that's my main thing because people just want to go to town on it. That's
Yeah,
not
it's
good.
It's so soft, the light
Yeah.
polishes
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
And piano black trim on an interior, that is one area you really want PPF on your car.
Yeah.
I vote to see more of Rick's true emo personality in his videos. This same guy
You
keeps
couldn't have
giving, padding you up. You
It's
know who
my
this
wife.
is?
It's my wife.
I would say his true personality is less emo.
You don't know what you're
If you guys raced your daily race or daily driver car, who would win?
Pan.
Yeah. Fantastic guy.
Well, what is your daily driver? You've got the
335.
BMW.
It's got 550 horsepower,
Okay, so you'd be second.
but I'm rear-wheel
Me-
drive, so
Yeah.
Mhm.
You, the Denali.
Gearing changes everything.
Yeah.
My Denali's not going
and
to do
his
anything.
Your
weighs
bus?
6,000 pounds.
So my bus will ultimately win because I have the longest range.
Yeah. You go 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
Where can we buy those DIY detail shirts?
Eventually they will be on our website. Now I've seen Christy from Details and Me. She's asked this numerous times.
Okay.
So the question is for Keith. Do you believe using rinseless in your water tank will soften water, ultimately lowering your TDS in a way that's significant?
No.
No, correct. Yeah, it encapsulates the minerals, rendering them inoffensive, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, it's not
but they're
removing
still
them.
there.
It's not
That's what you
removing them via salt method or a
Which one?
cation
What's
water
one thing you
softener
can't detail
resin,
without?
Yeah,
which is removes your calcium,
I think
magnesium.
without.
yeah.
And that I brought that question to Ivan when I
I'm
came here
not sure I
because
know what that
this
means.
may be the viewer
What's
that
one
asked
thing
me
you can't
Yeah.
do
about soft, and I didn't know the
polisher
answer.
that you
Okay.
just have to have
Yeah.
during every detail.
Okay.
Okay,
You
so
guys paid a lot of attention in science class, and it shows. Kids,
he's a teacher.
try hard in science
Yeah.
for fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
Papa Smurf asked, "What's the one thing you can't detail without?" Anybody want to go first?
I would say machine polisher for paint correction. There's no way, like by hand. I get that asked a lot. Can I do it by hand? Can I do it by hand? You'd have to use so much elbow grease time to reach 1/100th of the results that you can with a machine polisher. So for me, yeah, paint correction equals machine polisher.
Mine would be lights, handheld light. I gotta have good lighting.
These are all great answers.
We know you don't have good lighting.
I'm gonna
because you're
go
in a
with-
dungeon.
It's all dark. I'm going to go with quality microfiber products.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know,
yeah.
that's the one, and that's the one that I collect the most.
Very
Yeah.
good point.
Keith?
What was the question again?
And what was one thing in detailing you can't detail without? Like something you have to have. You absolutely every
Pressure
detail.
washer.
Not if you do it rinseless.
I knew
I still use pressure washer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Sylvie.
Oh,
Man, I saw that this weekend.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
No,
She
it's
is
true.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's true.
So there's somebody who asked something about this one. So PLR, what's your best new car scent perfume? Which one do you like the most? I would say Platinum Potions New Car Smell 2.0. Platinum Potions is out of Australia. They do some amazing interior scents that actually last a little longer than a day. So they're pretty good.
I'm going to ask a question out of all of you. Why do people want to replicate the scent of off-gassing plastic?
I guess it's the excitement of, I know when I pick up a new car, I like that first, when that smell, you want it to stay for as long as possible. We try to preserve it. I don't know, it smells good, even though it's probably intoxicating. So I fully understand.
For me, it's the other way around. Every new car I bought, I've sat in the garage, like put it in the garage, left the doors open, had a fan circulating to get that scent out of there.
I want my car to smell like Taco Bell.
On a new car, would you recommend PPF on headlights? Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That's going to be your
Headlights.
best bet.
Front bumper, headlights.
Yeah.
Lights are $2,000.
And your side view mirrors.
Yep.
In front of your side view mirrors.
Yeah, it's 'cause
just-
you drive an Audi.
Just bought a
Yeah.
motorcycle with a flat mat tank. What's a good product? Because everything I have makes it shine.
Oh.
Ceramic coat it, first of all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can actually polish flat matte paint using the C6 app to prep it for the
coating.
The coating.
It won't gloss it up.
No, and you can also put matte PPF on it. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Somebody asked the question, how do I deal with the water in Omaha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bottle.
Okay, so how many of you prefer to use a tire brush to apply tire dressing versus the applicator? So
I'm a foam applicator.
yeah, but I have always been too, but
Today-
that soaks in so much.
Yeah.
And then I noticed all these tires now have the ribs, and with the foam applicator, sometimes you have to kind of get in all the ribs. That brush puts it in all of them. Because I wasn't sure about it either until
Well, if you have fat side profile, if you have
yeah.
smaller
See,
ones,
that's different. We
a
did
no
bigger,
problem.
Now,
bigger
yeah,
sidewalls.
if you have a low profile brush, this is people in detailing won't like me for this. Go to a paint store and get a good quality sash brush. They're round. They're about 1.5 inch round, like an 1.5 inch. I think like at a Sherwin-Williams store, you might be able to get a 2-inch sash brush. Those are spectacular for applying tire dressings on low profile tires.
But it comes down to personal preference. Use
Yeah.
what you prefer. Try both methods. Use what you like.
Yeah.
I know what you mean though, Brian. You'll use a foam applicator a couple of times, and then you think, well, I should probably clean this out. And it's like,
It's nasty.
just
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I did it on my driveway the other day. I just
Oh.
thought, and now I've got this beautiful streak, and now there's water restrictions, and I can't get the streak. I gotta go home.
This hippopotamus too says you secretly pay him to be your hype guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pan and Ivan, I enjoy your videos with Frank from Detailing Dogma. Frank's a great guy.
Yeah.
Another guy from Montreal.
Answer Sarah's question. Sorry. Oh, here we go. I paid for a question and you passed it. I'm sorry. How did I miss that?
Well, there's a lot going
Please
on.
give preferred leather cleaning product for heating cooled seats with perforations. Honestly,
Ooh, yeah.
don't over soak it.
Yeah.
It
Don't
doesn't
put
matter,
too much
yeah.
on it. You can still use your normal leather cleaning products.
Yeah,
on it.
rinseless wash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
256 to 1.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So
How'd you
Sorry
guess
about that, Sarah.
apply the product on your microfiber towel or your microfiber sponge, whatever you're using, and instead of directly spraying that onto the seat, so that way the liquid won't go through the
Yeah.
perforations.
And if you're concerned about the perforations, turn the fan on the seat while you're doing it.
What do you guys do when you get a little gunk in those perforations?
That's what toothpicks are for.
That's what I thought.
Little
Toothpickery.
toothpick tool and click.
So maybe I do it wrong. I actually use my air compressor
Yeah,
That's fine.
with
You
a
can blow
rubber
it out.
tip,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
I'm able to just.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but not everyone has an air compressor.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Everyone's got a toothpick.
Yeah.
I feel confident applying ceramic coating but not polishing. Is it foolish to get the car prepped at a shop and then apply my DIY 3-year at home? Any considerations?
Felipe, you can polish your car.
Yep.
It's very simple. We have a video on our channel, and I think some of these guys also have a video on their channel. You can get a low price palm sander and do it yourself. It is super easy and it's fun and gratifying.
Just search for machine polishing for beginners. It's not that complicated.
Yeah,
And
no.
with dual actions today, you're not going to burn through the clear coat. I know that's
Yeah.
still the biggest scare.
Yeah.
You will not burn through the clear
No,
coat. Ivan has done the experiment with a dual action, 12 to 15 minutes on the same spot, putting a lot of pressure before they even broke through the clear coat.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how ridiculous that would be to do that? So don't worry about it.
No, this
Enjoy the
is-
process.
and-
practice on friends' vehicles first
Yeah,
if you want
yeah.
to. Then do your own.
Then do your
Yeah,
own.
and
Start a
Keith
YouTube channel.
is the one here with the least amount of polishing experience.
And
Is
I would
there-
say use a waffle pad, like
Yeah.
you mentioned, like that would take away a lot of the concern about the heat, and it helps you with contours, with stalling, getting those areas that a lot of new people would kind of find hard to angle the polisher in those different areas, and that waffle helps getting to those areas and correct them, even if you're stalling a little
But
bit.
it's
Yeah.
not that bad, right? When you start, so it's
No.
actually just getting over, I think, the mental hurdle. Just do it, and
Yeah.
nothing bad's gonna happen there.
If you have a lawnmower, polish that first. Or like Pan said, grab your neighbor's car, grab your friend's car, screw theirs up first.
Body shops
will
will give
volunteer their
panels away.
vehicles.
Yeah, body shops.
Body shops
you
will give panels away. That's how I learned. I started tearing them away.
Yep.
That's a good
Yeah.
one, yeah.
How do you tell the dealerships to not scratch your wheels? You can ask nicely, but honestly,
They're gonna do it.
And
they're
then
gonna
deny
do it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just
They're gonna scratch
the
everything.
thing is most mechanics, they want to get the job done as fast as possible. They don't actually respect, in my opinion, because I was a mechanic long enough. Most mechanics don't actually respect what they're working on. They just want to get it done.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, there are specialty tire shops, and if you search out a high performance tire shop, specialty tire shop that sells, expensive wheels, they will do it for you.
Shout out Tuner Works. That's why I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust
As
them.
many shops
And
as
if
my-
you're in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, Slicks Automotive.
Come on, shout your guy out.
Yeah.
as many shops as my car has been in to be tuned and all kinds of stuff, it's really good to have PPF in those areas that mechanics work in.
This is
And
a,
including the rear bumper where they go into the trunk a lot if you're installing air tanks or doing anything back
Yeah.
there. But yeah, the regard is there's not a whole lot of regard for the finish.
shout out to people behind the camera. That's my wife, Mrs. Fab's back there, you guys. Yep. This is a great question. I've never thought about this. Is there any risk to ceramic coating a brand new interior, the off-gassing?
No, the ceramic, our ceramic interior detailer does not prohibit any form of movement of air or gas.
Okay.
Breathable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't fill the pores.
Not tonight. How do you tell the difference between oxidation and paint failure when polishing? You kind of get an eye for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's just experience.
For me, oxidation, you're
It's
going
like
to see that
cloud.
milky white appearance, but it's going to be potentially more even.
Yeah.
Whereas failure on clear coat, usually you're going to see you're feeling that there's something missing. There's chunks that have disappeared
Yeah.
with contours that are either round or you're going to see irregular shapes, but you're going to almost see no shine left. So that clear coat is gone, right? Because that's the glossy part. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be it. You
Yeah.
know, it's look at it, and another easy way to tell, just give it a light polish, like one pass. Oxidation is normally gone. Clear coat failure is still there.
Yeah.
How do you stop your DA from stalling? I have a lot of trouble stalling. Technique is big.
Yep.
And use waffle pads.
Yep.
And the polisher has a lot to do with it, but you taught me saying that even if it's stalled, if it's a DA, it's still correcting.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just not
it's
correcting
going
the
to
same
stall.
percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At a certain point.
if it
Yeah.
stalls, you're only losing 10 to 15% of the correction ability of the machine. Don't stress out
Yeah.
about the stalling. And as you practice, you will get better with it.
And one thing you're going to notice about technique too is typically people apply too much pressure, lift off, let the
Yeah.
weight of the machine do the work for you. You should not be applying too much force. If you're forcing when you're correcting, you're not doing it properly, lift off. And that should really help the pad to continue spinning. And add that black mark. You're going to see some of us sometimes on the backing plates add a black mark on the backing pad. That will allow you to visually see if you're applying too much pressure and you're seeing that thing stall. Instead of spinning around, lift off that pressure and it'll do you some good.
What about people that say increase the speed?
That creates excess heat.
Yeah.
But does it help with
You're
stalling?
overcompensating.
It helps
for
with
bad
stalling,
Yeah.
but you're causing other
Technique has
issues.
Yeah.
nothing to do
You
with
increase hazing.
Why
everything.
does a polisher go to 6 if you're never supposed to use it at that speed?
Pad cleaning.
That's the answer.
That's what I
You
said.
know my point? You know my point?
Two
You see,
speeds,
you
high
buy
and
this
low.
tool
Yeah.
and it goes to 6.
Right.
And then you're like, naughty, don't go to 6. Why is 6 on there?
Okay. Why is 11 on your amp? It's just going to blow out your speakers.
Yeah. Why is 350 kilometers an hour the top speed on the 911 Turbo S? You're not, no.
You are answering
can,
my
but-
question with
yeah.
questions?
Yeah.
And I like it.
Okay, so C6 mist for a quick wipe down for interiors? Question.
Yeah.
C6 mist.
Yes, you can use it, but you should have rinseless wash handy. No,
Yeah.
there's better items for that. But
Okay.
yes, you can if that's all.
Another
you've got.
question for Ivan. How are tests going with the Clear Coat Restorer?
Very well.
Anyone, what is the best product to remove tough, hard water spots?
Well,
Water
so is
spot
there a
remover.
product or
It
is there a
depends.
process?
No, but it depends how bad they are.
Yeah.
Mineral deposit remover, pick your favorite one. If they're light and you address them quickly, if they started etching through the clear coats, meaning if you did the mineral deposit remover and you still see the stain, that means the etching has started. Machine polishing is what is going to correct that. And to some extent, if it's been on there for too long, wet sanding and potentially a panel respray if it's the worst case scenario.
Yeah. And we're putting this here for future posterity. Eventually, the term mineral cleansing will be big in this industry. And we can thank Rick from Rag Garage for that term.
How you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to
you
remove
do-
the surface minerals that they're new, and you're getting them off before you do your polish process, or they're also masking the hydrophobics of the coating.
Yep.
But a true water spot, I don't care if that commercial shows you put a little bit of cream on there, all goes
Yeah.
away. Those are not real water
Well,
spots.
what even adds to my anxiety more is the fact that I used to just polish them, thinking I was polishing them away.
Yeah.
Whatever it was now in the
Stop
pad,
that,
and
yeah.
I've washed the pad, but I may have and probably was pushing that mineral back into the paint, making it look like it was gone, only to see it reappear
We
later.
had a conversation
We
about
did
that
when
on
I
the
was in
phone
Chicago.
a
I
little while
called you
ago.
because
Yeah.
yeah.
Is
So
it-
Ivan, another question for you, Italia. Ivan, do you still recommend the rotary over the DA? I don't think that you ever recommended over.
There's not one over the other.
No.
Now, for a certain process, I prefer to cut with a DA. I prefer to finish with a rotary. That's what I recommend. Is one better than the other? No. It's whatever you have. If you only have one machine, deal with it. If you like collecting machines, by all means, have many. I have about 8 rotaries, so I'm not one to to question that. But yeah, it's whatever you prefer.
Is interior ceramic silicone free?
Yes.
So it's body shop safe.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
that was asked there if it's body shop safe. Avery. We're gonna end this at 9:30, so about 6 minutes or so. We're gonna end it. Let's see. is
We're
there
almost an
any-
hour and a half in. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Everybody's
Yeah.
there and it's cool.
If I was unable to ceramic coat my car, what's the best way to protect my paint?
So many options.
There's a lot.
Yeah. At least get a sealant on there. Get
Yeah.
a wax.
Something.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays with the spray-on rinse-off sealants like DIY quick
Yeah.
beads, it takes seconds. to
Yeah.
protect
Or
your
ceramic
vehicle.
gloss.
There's no reason you shouldn't be applying any protection.
And-
if you enjoy waxing your vehicle by hand, some people still do. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
As long as you're applying any form of paint protection, you're doing something good.
And to expand on what Pan said, you can ceramic coat your car. It's not that hard. And there are ceramic coatings out there that are not that expensive.
That's right.
What do you guys think will be the next big thing in detailing?
Cooperation, I hope.
Yeah.
The next
I
big
honestly
thing-
don't know. I mean,
Icon
what?
rock clear. What?
No,
I
yeah.
think the
Let's not,
next
talk,
big
let's
thing-
not talk about that.
Guys, it's industry disrupting.
I think the next big thing would be a true touchless that doesn't harm the surface.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
If we can get to a point where you can do 100% perfection clean without actually doing a contact wash, I'm waiting for those days to happen, and I think it's going to be pretty awesome. Some brands are getting very close to it, but
Yeah.
we're not quite there yet.
And your car needs to be coated for that to happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really quick, Rad, how is the new coating going, and how does it compare to the other 4 you used on your car?
Yeah, there's a little sarcasm. in that.
Okay, so I don't know anything about this.
So far, so good.
Okay.
I tend to get my car coated every year and then drive it into the forest fire, ash fallouts over British Columbia. So it's not an easy life being a coating on my car.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep viewers up to date on how this this new coating is working out. But so far, it looks great. Hydrophobics are good.
When is the next DIY tuber contest? We just had one, so I'm sure it's not going to be anytime soon.
No, well, we'll be opening up the application shortly.
Okay.
Yeah.
You going to do it once a year, twice a
No,
year?
it's
quarterly?
a 3-month process.
Yeah.
3 months, 3 months, and then the winners from each of those 3 come back for a final,
Yeah.
and we bring one person back
Oh.
to do a 4-person final.
Okay,
Do
so I
they
didn't know
get a
that.
free
Yeah.
T-shirt?
Yes,
Do they get two?
they might get 2. We're working on that. They might even get a banner. Just saying.
No.
Yeah, we're working on that.
I don't see any other questions right now.
No.
So,
No.
It's-
Well,
Yeah,
it's
I'm sure we missed some.
yeah,
Yeah, we
I'm
missed-
sure we did too.
We missed a lot. Speaking of missing questions, please leave comments below. If you're not subscribed to these 4 channels, that is Rag Garage, Pan the Organizer, Fab Automotive Detailing,
Who?
and Cars with Keith, subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well, because other than Pan and myself, the videos aren't exactly regular. Actually, no, Keith, you're pretty regular.
Mondays at 12.
I'm
Yeah,
irregular.
Yeah, yeah,
You get me.
Trust me, I know. You're like her brother. so
yeah.
She
No.
gets you.
You're regular, but yeah,
Just
not your videos. Your videos aren't
all
regular.
that talk.
Hey, Ivan, you seem to be a well-traveled man. What made you decide to set up a shop in Omaha?
I didn't set up a shop in Omaha. DIY Detail is in Omaha. This actually isn't a detailing shop. It is a filming studio.
It
That's
is a
all it is.
charming building. I
Yeah.
love this place.
And yes, I travel a lot.
Yeah.
HM Auto Detailing says taco would make him regular.
Yeah, it would. But at what
Taco
cost?
Bell for
At
Rick.
what cost to my dignity?
Taco
Yeah.
Bell. So guys, honestly, thanks for everyone,
Yeah,
to everyone for being there.
Yeah.
There were a lot tonight, crazy questions. We went for almost an hour and a half. This is awesome. And I think this is a testament that you support us all, and we should be redoing this in the future, even
Yes.
bigger and even better.
You know what I thought was great about this stream? There was not one negative comment in the comment section.
Yes,
Yes.
kudos to you guys out
Yes,
there.
thank
yeah.
you.
Yes,
And-
that was great.
Speaking of comment section, below this video, once we're done here, there is a comment section. If you have questions, leave them there. We'll go and answer.
Yep.
Yeah, let's keep
Yep.
it going. Keep
Awesome.
the conversation
So
going.
guys, let's
Yep.
finish this video out how we normally finish all our videos. So each one his own thing.
Stay rad.
Keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.
I don't do anything like that at the end of my videos.
That's not what you say in your videos, though.
But what I say is thanks for. What do I say at the end of my videos? You go, and then I'll have to think about mine because I don't
Don't
really do
forget, check
anything
the links
special.
below for anything in the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
For me, it's normally I have someone opposing me pointing at another
Yeah,
video
yeah.
to watch.
So I want to say thank you guys for coming on and watching it, checking it out on the channel, and it was really cool having you guys. Thank you guys for coming on my channel and doing this. This was actually absolutely awesome.
Our
And this was a
pleasure.
really cool event, bringing us together.
Oh, yeah.
And doing this live stream, this may be a kind of a first, having this many of us
I think so.
YouTubers on a
Yeah,
live
yeah.
stream. Very cool. But thank you guys so much for watching this video and checking it out, and we'll
Yeah.
see you guys in the next one.
And we
next
know it's a
one.
long video because he went through two cherry Pepsi.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I went through one.
Bye, everyone. Good
Yeah.
night.
Good night.
Yeah. Night.
Bye.